Oh, hi. So it seems to me that the global CAPE ratio is kind of correlated over time. So as a strategy, should you buy low CAPE ratio countries and also short sell high CAPE ratio
Great question.
countries?
The question is, if you didn't hear it, if it's a good idea to buy the cheapest, why not also short what's most expensive? It's really hard to do. If there's that is what's essentially called a long short or market neutral strategy, right? Where you want to essentially arbitrage the expensive stuff and the cheap stuff. The problem is, over time that works. It works great, but there's almost always large drawdowns, large losses in the meantime. And let me give you examples why. 2008, if you were doing a market neutral approach, the expensive stocks just get hammered all the way down, right? But what happens at the bottom, when the rally comes, what rallies the most? It's the junk, right? It's the junky companies that are now trading at $1.80 or $4, and all of a sudden you're short those, and then you lose 80% on the upside, even though your longs only did 30%. So it's really, really hard. There's some things you can do, and this is getting a little more complicated, such as if you're shorting, you short less the more the market goes down. So you take chips off the table. So you're saying it doesn't make sense to be shorting something if it's already down 50%. It can't go that much farther. Country's not going to go to zero for the most part, right? So you could have a short exposure like right now, but as those countries go down, reduce the short exposure over time. But it's tough to do. And again, so two other caveats to what we talked about today. One, you only need to update this about once a year. A deep value approach needs time to work. The more you update it, the worse it's going to do, all right? And two, in going along the lines of what you're saying, what's important about the strategy is not just that you're buying the cheapest, you're also avoiding the most expensive. So avoidance, I think, is just fine. Shorting, unlike the press secretary, I wouldn't recommend it.